Hello, everybody. Couple minutes late, sorry about that, but things happened. Like, the neighbors started mowing their yard behind me, and I had to rearrange a few things. So, let me check the tech really quick, almost rhyming all the way there, and see if I'm in the right place. You can hear me, yes, check. And let me pull up some comments. Okay, great. Hello, beautiful people. This is the Summer Shine video series. I am Deb K. This is our second video in the series. And you know, it is the start of summer. It is so gorgeous out. And it is time to get out. It's time to get out of your old ways, your old habitual patterns. Get out and shine. And just get out of your own way. Stop stopping yourself. You know, start flowing in love and truth and get your summer shine on. So we're going to do this from the inside out with hope, health, and joy all along the way so we can accomplish this. And it is now time. It's time to become now and future focused in this. Remember who you are. Remember God. And when you do this, you are going to start to feel 10 years younger, and you'll be awakening that magical, marvelous fabulousness that's buried deep within you. So my hope is that by the end of this live, you will better understand balance and hope and love that's going to flow for you all through this process. So cheers to that. Everybody needs a sparkly glass too. Okay, so what does this mean for you? This means that, you know, within the context of the process, you are going to have time for reflection and introspection, a whole lot of actions. You're going to have time for desires to be flowing and a whole lot of out with the old and in with the true you. You're going to have true, raising your vibration, enabling your energetic capabilities, your physical healing, and you're going to move closer to looking and feeling how you want to look and feel, which I'm sure is younger and more vibrant, or you wouldn't be here tuning in, listening. Now, today, also, if you stay until the very end, I will share with you ways you can work with me if that's something you're interested in, and some other special things that are going on in my world that will help you with your body, mind, and soul. But first, before we get started, let's do a little bit of housekeeping, as I like to call it. As you're joining the live or watching on replay, head down to the comments, say hello. If you're replay, hashtag replay. I love to hear where you are all tuning in from. If you feel comfortable, just drop that in the comments. I am in the United States, in the Northeast portion, and you know, it's great to see where everybody else is. So if you enjoy my content, please do like this page, share my page with your friends. Sharing is caring. And you can also request to join my private group if you're not in it already. Now, do drop all of your questions below, whether you're live or replay. I will come back to answer those either at the end of the live or at the end. If it's replay, I'll come back and answer in the comments. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll get it. I'll get there. All of my videos are available on replay, so you don't have to be here live. And if you know you want to ask a question ahead of time, you can drop it in the comments on any of the posts about the upcoming video, and I will be sure to get that notification, check it out, and answer it for you on the video. Okay, so you can find the replays here on this page in the playlist. You can find them in my private group in the guide section and on my YouTube. I know I say it every week, I'm going to be expanding. I am going to be expanding. It is just taking a little bit of time so that everything is just right as I do it, so it's just ultimate for you. Okay, so if you're not familiar with me, well, your fairy godmother has arrived. I am Deb K, and I am here to help you go from feeling flat to feeling fun, flirty, and fabulous every single day, to you becoming the youiest you that you can be, and celebrating you and the most magnificent life that you're creating. So what I share today may seem a little different than what your current understanding is, but I guarantee that we probably are on the same page. You're closer than you think. We maybe just are using a little bit of different language. Let me get this light on too. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so just allow all of the information to flow with you. Feel the truth. Let it settle. And always, always ask any questions that you have if you need any clarity around anything. All right, so cheers. Now, you may remember, if you've been around here for a while, that I created a video series a while back called Look and Feel Marvelous. And this is more around my very own joy vitality framework that I created. It is the energetically expanded culmination of my very personal journey myself. It's evolved. It's the culmination of the evolution, all of it, towards magnificence. And I've now am evolving it into now in future focused energy to be able to help women like you become youthfully joy-filled and magnificently marvelous. So I've been able to do this, and I want to help you also to become beautifully whole, to become that sexy, vibrant woman and embrace exactly who you are, and to look and feel marvelous while you're doing it. So my journey has been very magical. It's been truly transformative, and I am so excited to be just like your very own fairy godmother and help hold your hand along the way as you're embarking on your journey to create your roadmap to your 10 years younger fountain of youth. And how are we going to do this? We're going to awaken that magically marvelous, fabulous little spark, that little glimmer that's buried within you. Let it out. Let that health, hope, and joy out on the daily. And when you live within this joy vitality framework I've created, you make the ordinary extraordinary. You get to celebrate you and this most magnificent life that you're creating every single day. And you will look absolutely glowing and marvelous as you do it. So today is the second video in our series, the Summer Shine series. Now, summer is a great time to start choosing you. You get to choose you. You get to choose love over fear. You get to choose truth over the lies you tell yourself. And sometimes these can be habitual, and they can be tiny or they can be big. And it doesn't matter what size they are, because they're going to affect you in a way. Now, it's not even what humans were designed to do. We were not designed to live in an energy of fear. We are designed to live in an energy of love and creation. And what our body, mind, and soul is designed to do is to generate desire, to feel love, to feel the truth of who we are, and to feel that love and truth that we felt at the moment our soul was created in the beauty, love, and light of God. And we are desiring to have that inner light shine through. So full blast, like, let's go. Let's go, 10x it. And when we align to this love and truth that is us, as we were created, we also align to looking and feeling good in that energy. It's absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely marvelous. So let's get to it. This week, we are focusing around the context of our journey. So it's the starting of the process of the journey, and it's the seeing it through of the journey. Now, if you are not right at the very beginning of any sort of spiritual awakening, you've been doing this, you've been working on the things that you need to work on to feel better and feel good and look amazing, it's okay, because it's just a point A to point B. This whole process that I've been talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months and months and months, you can break it down into starting point A to starting point B. It does not have to be, I've already awakened, so this is irrelevant. It's not irrelevant. It's a, wash, rinse, and repeat sort of cycle just at different phases of where you are in your own journey. That's what's so great about it. So, starting the process. This is the believe releasing process, specifically for those of you who have not awakened, or maybe you're a little bit further along in your journey, but you've not yet evolved. And it's same but different in an evolved energy. That's something we can talk about a little bit later on in the series. Okay, so when you're starting the process and you're seeing it through, what's going to happen is that you'll have healing, with like vibrational healing, but you're also going to have physical healing occurring because you are healing vibrationally as well. Now, this is it's part of becoming beautifully whole in a divine sort of way. And just a quick overview of the believe releasing process. Let me get a sip. Cheers to the believe releasing process. So just an overview of that is that there's 5 steps. Well, there's a few extra ones in one of the steps, but we'll get to that. Okay, so this is actually, the believe releasing process is a God-given process. Now, anyone can receive it, but it was documented so beautifully by Fifth Dimension Earth in a book called Believe. And if you need the link, I'm not sure if I have the link in my link above, but I can point you in the right direction, and I can certainly add it. Okay, so what happens is it's a God-given process. Anyone can receive it. It's been documented. It's in a book called Believe by Fifth Dimension Earth. It's amazing. And what happens is you feel an overall shift from the emotions of fear to love while you go through this process. You will shift towards hope and freedom. And as you let go of the past, you begin feeling better using the processes and the tools that are provided. So what ends up happening is that this creates true lasting change. And I mentioned there were 5 steps. So the first is that your higher self does this with you. Now, if you don't know what a higher self is, please go back to some of my other videos or to my Meet Your Higher Self video series. Everything's explained in there. You don't even necessarily do this process with God. You will get to create a stronger relationship with God. Even if you have a really strong relationship with God right now at this moment, it will get even stronger and more unique and more intimate with you. But higher self helps you through, whoops, my hair is getting long in my way, through all this process. And your higher self is going to, in the first step, bring you low vibration that needs to be addressed. So this low vibration will always be linked to an experience. So it's not just that you're having another bad day, or anything like that, or like, you'll start to notice that the same things are occurring again and again. Like there's, you keep dropping your coffee. I don't know. Something like that would fall under a situation you might consider, oh, it's just my luck today. Oh, it's just a bad day. But it's actually your higher self trying to get you to notice something, to start the process. And they'll keep kind of prodding you with the same sort of things until you start noticing how you feel. Now, after that, the next step is that you've got to get to a place of some sort of tranquility, even if it's just taking that emotion down a step or two to find the balance in that. You may still be way up here in that emotion, but even just coming down to here is enough to move forward. So you're going to allow yourself at that point to receive more from your higher self. And it's going to be that you'll be reminded of past experiences linked to each other. Now, this is not going to be it's not meant for it to cause like any sort of level of distress that continues to manifest itself, but it's just like for you to have the awareness that this occurred in the past, it's occurring right now. Let's notice it. Let's step away out of the situation for just a minute and look at it like we're not the person involved in the situation that is, we're experiencing. So what happens is it's almost like you're watching a movie of you on a screen. You're in the seats watching the past experience, and you're a little more objective about it, being that step out. So you're being taken through the emotions again, but it's not meant for you to suffer again. It's meant for you to just remember what it felt like as the movie replays. So then the next step is that you will gain further understanding of the experience and apply broader connection to the events. So what does that mean? Well, you will start to, in this place of tranquility, start to understand more insight why others acted the way they did in that experience, why you reacted the way you did in that experience. And it's in order to try to change your perspective on the situation. Now, it's not to try and convince you that you are wrong. Not at all. It's to try and see a different perspective through love as to what happened during that experience, why the experience happened, gain the understanding from it. So you oftentimes might hear us saying, I've said it, it's either a lesson or a blessing. And in the end, it's all a blessing because you have an opportunity to grow and expand vibrationally from any experience, even the most horrific of experiences, down to the least inconsequential of experiences. So this is actually the hardest step of the believe releasing process, to gain that perspective in love around other people who are involved in the experience with you, especially when it's something that really, really affects you emotionally. This part of the process is not about forgiving and anything like that. It's about finding compassion and love for yourself, number one, and for the others involved, number two. You must find love for your experience, even if it's just the tiniest little bit, to move forward. And you can return to the step before it, where there's more experiences coming through, as often as you need to before you move on to this step of gaining that perspective. Okay, now the fourth step is actually 2 parts. And in finding the love for yourself and others, truth creation can occur. Now, what does that mean? It's your truth. Now, you may have to uncover the layers of it, but what it is that it's created in a moment of sheer relief. So you feel like, the weight's been lifted off, and you have a deeper understanding, more clarity and understanding around that experience. Now, this is going to be reaffirmed in a truth that is stated that you can refer back to. Now, and you don't even necessarily have to write them down. You can. I think it's very useful. I have a whole book of mine, actually, that I've journaled them down. It's awesome. But you use these truths that you create to apply to other experiences, and this can help you release other low vibration in other experiences that have the same emotion linked to them. It's really, really cool. So the truth gets applied to that experience as well as other experiences in the same subconscious mind vortex group. That's a lot of words, isn't it? But these are just memories that are grouped, like your mind groups things in ways that you wouldn't necessarily consciously understand, but your subconscious mind is like, nope, this one goes here and this one goes here too. And it may be totally seemingly unrelated if you are consciously looking at 2 different situations, but like, how does that relate? Your subconscious mind does things. And this is unpicking it on a conscious level to help reprogram your subconscious mind to get out of that state of fear and move towards a state of love. So you can move forward and feel really good, but have not just like a Band-Aid slapped on it. You're actually like healing all of this yourself. Okay, so that's a lot. That's a lot. That was the first half of this step. And I'm not going into like a lot of detail of how to do it on purpose, because it would take a long time. It would be like a whole workshop or one-to-one program with you. Okay, so the second part of the fourth step is creating a journey level truth. This is when you have released enough of the low vibration, you've released enough of the fears and transformed them into love and the understanding of those experiences, and you've created enough truths that you can apply most of them to your past experiences and memories. Now, what happens with a journey level truth is that this supersizes the believe releasing process for you, and you can accept that everything that has happened to you was meant to be. What? That's pretty big. If you have released enough of the low vibration at this point in the process and created enough truths, you can understand, accept, have the perspective in love that everything that's happened to you was meant to be. Now, it's all part of growth. It isn't necessarily that you chose the specific ways that these experiences occurred. It was general, but it was meant to be for your growth. It was meant to be for ultimate good for you. Just take a minute, like pause this if you're on replay. Take a minute and let that sink in a little bit. Feel that enormity. It's pretty big. It is like, it literally like a silver bullet game changer if you get to that point. This is how you heal. This is how you heal from really traumatic experiences. And emotions don't care about the experiences. It could be like the piece of broccoli on your plate that's upsetting you as much as something, you know, the rest of humanity would consider being a horrific experience. It just is. So this is, this step can only be done with your higher self. But remember, you'll come to understand that nothing was your fault, but it is your responsibility to go through the process. And God takes the blame. God signed off on your soul contract. He loves you so much that he agreed at some point with you what was best for you in this physical life for your growth and expansion. You had goals. You had wants and desires before you incarnated here on earth as a little baby. And you had a discussion with your higher self and God to create your soul contract. And he signed it. When it got to the ends of the discussions of, are you sure you really want this experience, this type of experience? So it was all worked out. It's signed off. It's not your fault, but it's your responsibility to heal yourself now and gain that growth that you so wanted before you incarnated on earth to have a physical human life. So this step, it's best if you are able to connect to your emotional body. If you don't understand what that is or how to do that, like you just don't feel stuff, I can help you with that too. This process has so much. This process is well, God created it, so it's freaking amazing. But this process, unbelievable what we have that a lot of people don't understand. They can have freedom. They can have ultimate freedom in this. But this, at some point in this part of the step, you can focus on emotionally led healing, a releasing versus experience led releasing. So all the emotions that link through all the different experiences, it's a common theme. And when you work on one emotion, it kind of knocks the rest down like dominoes when you create that journey level truth. So It's pretty amazing. Okay. You'll end up feeling good. And that dripping tap of emotions is going to get turned off. All right? That process that's running, in your subconscious like a really bad computer program. It's going to get turned off. And what's going to get turned on is going to be a different kind of tripping tap. Oh my gosh, say that 10 times fast. Where you are going to feel better, feel good. Woohoo! What? Let's go. All right, and that happens to be the 5th step is let go. So this is where you've cleared all this stuff. You're feeling good, but then every once in a while you're like, wait, what just happened? Why do I feel like that again? But not as bad, like literally like 10 times not as bad. It's because there is habitual ways of being heavily influenced by your subconscious mind. It's like your subconscious mind has to accept all the work you've done also to finally change that program. You've got to like hit enter on the keyboard for it to like reboot itself and start back up. So you may find that you are living in a resistant mind state, like you're resistant to accepting that you've changed. Other people around you will eventually catch up and notice it. But you want that way to freedom, and that way to freedom is through an expectant mind state where you act as the new changed you. You become the new changed you for good. And this generates even more high vibration, which means you are able to manage your days better, right? You're able to feel better and feel good throughout more of your day than you did before you started this process. And it means that you get to start practicing by living these truths. So what then happens is that physical healing will start to occur. So you've hit the body, the mind, the soul with all of this, right? And you're not healing your soul necessarily because, I have said this a bazillion times. Your soul, it cannot change. You are who you are. Your soul's encapsulated, and it's just like a bunch of gook and gunk that we pick up through our human life experience that piles on. We're peeling it back, and when you do that, and that energy can shine through, that energy you can feel that's truly you, and you live in that, then you start to have that healing, not just of your mind, but your body. And just checking my notes to make sure I haven't missed any high points of it. But you have more physical alignment when you are emotionally feeling good. And this creates more physical, emotional, and spiritual energy. It generates that. You're generating that when you get to this point. It's available, this physical balance, this mind balance, it's available to all. Even if you've had health issues in the past, this can literally change them without seeing any sort of medical professional necessarily. Now, I'm not saying don't go if you really feel like you need to go see a medical professional. Absolutely do that, but do this in conjunction with it. This helps. This is like spiritual medicine for your soul almost, Personally, I had a lot of diagnoses for a lot of things that were, wrong with me, that were bothering me. And as I did this process, those things disappeared. They disappeared. And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's something that you wouldn't necessarily believe unless you saw it or experienced it for yourself. It's not going to interfere or hurt anything that you're doing medically with a medical professional. It's only going to help and supplement that. Okay, so what does this mean? This means cheers to you. We made it through the belief releasing process. This means that you're going to discover your very own magic and wonder. And when you take time to reflect on your journey in that sort of context, you'll have a better understanding of you and a better understanding and connection to God. And when this happens, this means that you can become that youthfully joy-filled woman. You can celebrate you by creating that magnificent life that you are wanting. you can make the ordinary extraordinary. You can feel hope, health, and joy on the daily, and you can create your very own 10 years younger fountain of youth. All right, so I don't see any live comments or questions right now. Please do drop any of those in the replay if you have any. And what is coming up, as promised, what's coming up? Next week is video 3 of the Summer Shine series, and it will be Thursday. There's 1 week it's on a Wednesday, so if you look at the events that are all posted, you can just click join the event or that you're going. It'll set up reminders for you, and you can see exactly the dates and times and everything. Coffee with Deb K. Awesome live guidance for your body, mind, and soul. That is on a different Wednesday of the month this month. And that is going to be on Wednesday, June 28th this month. Topic is detox. So we go through the body, mind, and soul and all of the pathways that I share around nourish, detox, cleanse, and repair and rejuvenate. So this month is detox. Check the event for that. You can get the time and the date on there and reminders and all that good stuff. Okay, so what else? There are a few other things that I have spread my wings to incorporate into my body, mind, and soul that I would like to share with you, because as your very own fairy godmother, I can just wave a magic wand and point you in the right direction of things that are helpful for you with your journey. So there are some physical human products and some awesome offers that I have this month for your soul as well. Many of you know that I got my start on my spiritual awakening journey through skincare. What? I won't tell you that whole story right now, but there are some specials this month. There's surprise gifts. There's like free eye creams and things. There's lots of incentives for you if you are wanting to start a business of your own as well. So please do shoot me a message or comment below that you're interested in something like that. Now, something else for your body, for your bootylicious body that you are creating through releasing all that low vibration and becoming who you truly are. I have an exclusive seller store on an app called Collectin, and if you're interested in anything about that, let me know. We have exclusive leggings, the summer whites are out, the summer dresses are out, all of that. And there's some market research going on for some behind the scenes things that are going to be released soon. So let me know if you're interested in some new, I keep having French running through my head, some new vêtements, some new clothes to show off the new true you. And I'm looking at July. I might be, for those of you local, having an in-person sip and shop with some other beautiful female entrepreneurs, as well as myself. So keep posted on that. I mean, keep watching for that. I'll keep you posted. Now, back to your soul. This month, I'm continuing my sale on my Soul Energizer session. It's 50% off through the end of June. You don't have to do your session before the end of June. Just book it. Book it. It can be after June, but book it before the end of June. Okay, so what is it? You're going to stop blocking and start unlocking your true soul energy. And this is a 30-minute session to help re-energize your soul, your life force, and to help yourselves want to look and feel magnificent. It is awesome, and you get to use what you learn during that session forever. It is so awesome. I've had such good feedback on it from past clients. It's always there for them. It's wonderful, wonderful. Okay, now some of you might be curious how you can work with me, and as your very own fairy godmother, I am devoted to compassionately creating the change that you desire to look and feel 10 years younger through health, hope, and joy along the way. And all of my programs are updated. They're one-to-ones currently. We'll see if I bring back any group programs, but I can do everything that I did in group programs in one-to-ones with you as well. And they are all in now and future focused energy here now. Open for booking. Spots are limited, especially with summer and crazy summer schedules and things like that. There are limited spaces, so if you are ready to start your journey, book now. If you are not sure what is the right next step for you right now, please do book a Fountain of Youth discovery call. We can discover that together, okay? I want to thank you all for being here. And remember, it is time to stop feeling flat and start feeling fun, flirty, and fabulous every single day. It's time to start feeling 10 years younger by awakening that magically marvelous fabulousness that's buried within you. And you can do it. I'm here to help you. I will see you all next week for part 3 of the Summer Shine series. And I am sending you so much love. Bye-bye.